Who is he?
I don't know him. But you don't fire at someone 3 times without knowing who you're shooting at. Now, when you mean to kill a man, he ought to know why.
The French have placed a bounty on your head.
How much does it say I'm worth?
400 livres for proof you've been killed, and 600 if someone brings you in alive.
That much money, many men will come. Hawkeye, are you all right?
Of course I'm all right.
Who is he?
I don't know him.
Perhaps he mistook you for someone else.
But you don't fire at someone 3 times without knowing who you're shooting at.
What is your name?
Corporal Charles Sachs.
Corporal Charles Sachs. I see your division is the 35th Regiment of Foot, which means you're out of Fort Bennington, c'est vrai?
Yes.
Who was your field commander yesterday?
Captain Shields.
Captain Taylor Shields?
Yes.
And you were on a scouting mission. Now, what were you scouting? When he feels like speaking, have someone fetch me.
Sweet mercy.
Is this the headquarters of the post commander?
Yes, Mum?
Is Captain Shields or Colonel Monroe in?
Captain Shields is Mum.
Thank you.
Dolly McKissack.
Ouch!
Ever since her and her family moved in with Georges, all McKinney ever talks about is Dolly, Dolly, Dolly. We should just go back where she came from.
Their cabin did burn down, Peavy.
Yes, well, I'm about to rebuild it even if it is winter. How far is it to Cumberland?
It's a piece.
Too far for McKinney to go visit her once they move back?
Well, if he truly likes her, I suppose that he will find a way.
What do they even talk about?
Mrs. Shields?
Yes.
I was just speaking to Captain Shields, and he suggested that I might, well, actually, that is, that you might consider renting a bed or a pallet in front of your fire just for tonight. My name is Emma Sykes.
Hello?
I just rode in from Albany. My brother-in-law...
Got an escort?
Yes. My brother-in-law serves with the 35th, and there's been a family emergency that requires his presence at home.
What's his name?
Charles Sykes? It's all right. Captain Shields couldn't place him either. He's checking the roster. The soonest we'd be able to leave would be tomorrow morning, and unfortunately, the only reference I can supply is my brother-in-law.
What about me?
I'm sorry? Nathaniel? Nathaniel Bumppo!
Jimmy, how in the world are you?
It's Emma. And although I know it's hard to recognize, somewhere under all these clothes is a full-grown woman.
Well, I'll have to take your word for it.
Well, you could take my husband's, except, that he passed last week.
I'm sorry.
My condolences.
Thank you. Well, that's why I've come for his brother. We need a man desperately.
So, how old was she when you broke her heart?
I guided her family over the Alleghenies 10 years ago.
She was a schoolgirl.
And more trouble than an Abenaki uprising. Give me a hand here, would you? Listen, I'm trying to identify this fellow. Either one of you seen him before?
No?
No, where'd you find him?
Well, he had me in his sights up around Bear Creek. Was hoping maybe you'd seen him around the trading post. Give me a hand, let's prop him up.
Wait a minute. What are you doing?
Propping him up.
For how long?
Day or two.
Oh, no, you're not.
Oh, it's cold enough. You'll be fine.
He's dead.
I'm looking for information on this man. Or his trade, or his people. If anyone has any information on him, it would be greatly appreciated.
If nobody claims him by this evening, one of you is going to bury him.
We can't.
Why not?
Ground's frozen.
We've got to wait for the thaw.
The spring?
Don't worry, Elizabeth. We have ways of dealing with things like this.
Yeah, we just take him outside the gates and let the wolves...
Peavy.
You what? No. Don't tell me. Peavy, where's McKinney?
I don't know.
Well, go find him.
All right. McKinney!
It's just Peavy.
What's he doing? He's not coming this way, is he?
McKinney!
No, he's just yelling at me from the yard.
Are you all right?
Are you?
I believe so. Do you feel any remorse?
Do you?
That's not fair. I asked you first.
Yes, but I'm a gentleman, and a gentleman would only feel good about it if the lady felt good about it. So?
McKinney?
If we get caught, we shall both be dead.
McKinney?
kill a man, he ought to know why.
Does every man who's died by your hand know why?
Why? Why did you come for me? What did I do?
Tell me.
No.
I don't see what the big deal is. I told you I kissed Prissy McWhorter.
I didn't say I kissed anybody, Pete. But if it'll get you to shut up, fine. Believe whatever you want. Just don't go telling nobody, because you don't know what you're talking about.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna tell anybody because I don't think you really kissed her.
Fine. Fine.
Because if you did really kiss her, you'd bust a gut wanting to tell me.
Whatever you want to believe, Pete.
McKinney, it's not like it's anything to be ashamed of. That you ain't being kissed yet. Shouldn't we be checking on Hawkeye's dead guy?
All right, I'm going to tell you something, Pete. But you got to swear you ain't going to tell another living, breathing soul. I ain't done yet. And if you do, I get to cut off your toes.
I promise.
Swear it.
I swear it.
As of yesterday, I am a man of the world.
You are?
Yes.
What does that mean?
It means what me and Dolly McKissack were doing was more than just kissing.
What else did you do? Did she let you hold her hand?
Well, if she did, I don't remember. Think bigger.
Bigger?
Uh-huh.
How big?
The biggest.
Uh-uh.
I swear.
You just met her. I don't see what you're so glad about. I wouldn't want to marry someone I just met.
Whoa, marry her? I ain't gonna marry her.
You have to.
Says who?
Says 'cause you besmirched her, and that says that you love her and you want her for a wife.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. And where are you gonna live now, huh? You gotta build her a cabin.
Captain Shields. Captain Shields? Have you located my brother-in-law, Charles Sykes?
Please forgive me, I did. I fear the news is not good. Corporal Sykes is one of those missing from a patrol that was ambushed 3 days ago. As soon as I have an available man, I will do my best to find out. But that may not be until Colonel Monroe returns. I'm afraid that is all I can offer you at present.
Well, can you give me any idea how long it might take to know more on his status?
One thing I've learned about this war, Mrs. Sykes, it defies prediction.
It happened again?
Last night at the Delaware camp.
He tried to shoot you?
I believe his intention was to carve me a new air passage. Is she all right?
She just found out that her brother-in-law is missing.
I'll speak to her.
On the morning of my husband's funeral, 2 gentlemen from the bank paid Charles's wife and me a call. I thought they'd come to offer condolences. But in fact, they'd come to inform us that in the absence of a man running the family business, they were going to foreclose on the loans and confiscate all properties as collateral. Nice people. That's why it's imperative that Charles return at once.
I'll make some inquiries. If he's alive, I'll find him.
I can't ask you to do that. You have enough to worry about.
You didn't ask?
You haven't changed, Nathaniel. You are still far too noble. I see you recall.
I recall nothing.
Well, I do. I believe your exact words were, "No, thank you, ma'am." Blazes was I mad. I would take it as a comfort into my old age if you would at least tell me you were tempted.
Be comforted in your old age, Emma.
Hawkeye! Where you going?
Water my horse.
Oh, Peeve, you can do it. Peeve, get Eagle Wing some water.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna stand here and wait for you and talk to Hawkeye. If you got a second.
Yes? Is it something we can talk about in the trading post where it's a little warmer?
Not exactly. Hawkeye, do you know very much about females?
No.
Me neither. Maybe I got a problem, and maybe I don't. Except I think I probably do. All right. If you took advantage of an unschooled female, would you be obliged to offer marriage?
Well, what do you think would be the right thing to do?
Hawkeye, we both know the answers that an honorable fellow would announce his and the girl's engagement and get one of those special licenses. If I even knew where to get one.
Colonel Monroe, probably.
All right, good to know. What would you do?
I imagine I would try and follow the scripture book, which says there's a natural order about these things, which isn't the order that you went in, but that's me. And this is not an issue about what I would do. It's an issue of what you would do.
Well, I want to be an honorable man.
Have a seat. A man's honor is no trivial matter.
But, well, the straight truth of it, Hawkeye, is I always envisioned that when I make an offer to marry, it'd be to a virgin.
I thought you said she was unschooled.
Well, she was, but she's not now, and it's just something I always wanted.
I see. And love doesn't enter into this?
Of course I love her. It doesn't mean I want to spend the rest of my life with her. Just tell me what you would do if you were me.
It's not a decision that I would have to live with.
I guess I should have known there'd be a reckoning.
There always is.
Courier du Bras. What did you do, Hawkeye?
I wish I knew. Did you see the second shooter?
No, my eyes were on this one. What does this say?
The French have placed a bounty on your head.
On what charges?
The formal charges are murder. 2-time willful demolition of a garrison property of King Louis XV.
What does that mean?
Blowing up their fort.
Obliteration of the great cannon, and the kidnapping of General Philippe Chasseur-Broussard and other wrongful acts of war. It is signed by Colonel Gerard Montan.
How much does it say I'm worth?
400 livres for proof you've been killed, and 600 if someone brings you in alive. At least you're worth more alive.
So they can enjoy him before they kill him. This bounty, how many horses can you trade it for?
70.
Strong horses?
Like eagle wings.
How many rifles? Like mine.
Well, that depends. You planning on shooting me or turning me in alive?
If I turn you in alive.
100.
Like mine?
Yes.
Then I will use the 100 rifles to free you. So I will end up with the rifles and you.
Well, that's a plan. On the other hand, I could save you the trouble of capturing me and turn myself in.
Then why would the French pay me?
True.
That much money, many men will come.
Chingachgook, is that supposed to be a comfort?
Would you be more comforted if I lied?
I'd be more comforted if you had a plan.
The enemy here is greed. How do we defeat this greed?
Remove the bounty.
Afternoon.
Hello.
Mrs. Shields, might I speak to you on a private matter?
Oh, yes, certainly. So, you're here because you're afraid you may be with child.
Oh, good gracious, no. It only happened one time.
Dolly, one time is all it takes.
That doesn't seem right. Are you certain about that?
Quite.
Have you ever known someone that's happened to?
Yes, I have.
What became of her?
The father of the child cast her aside, and she was ruined. No offers were ever made for her.
Why?
Well, because a gentleman does not wish to walk down the street and pass another gentleman who has biblical knowledge of his wife.
So, since in my case the deed is done.
If McKinney is honorable, he will do the proper thing and protect you with an offer of marriage.
I don't want to marry McKinney. Would I be compelled to accept?
What?
I want someone who will be able to provide for me. Does that sound like McKinney?
A trapper who just rode in was in the region of Vaudreuil yesterday. He has reported hearing of a prisoner who is being held there who matches the description of your Corporal Sykes.
Vaudreuil?
A French garrison north and west of here. On Lake Champlain. That is the good news, I may report.
He said that even though he knew where Charles was being held, it was not the Crown's policy to negotiate...
Exchanges?
Yes, exchanges for corporals. He also said he didn't wish for me to have false hope. That Charles has been tortured and it's unlikely he'll survive his wounds. But I know Charles. And Captain Shields does not. He's strong. He will survive. Have you any ideas?
Be patient.
I don't have time.
You can let me finish. Just be patient for only one day.
What are you... No. Are you insane? You can't go into a French fort. There's a bounty on your head posted by the French. They seem quite serious about the matter.
Well, if I were to go to the French fort, they certainly wouldn't expect to see me there.
I'm begging you not to go. If something happens, I'm not going to feel guilty.
Emma. Fair enough.
Dolly,
Oh, hello, McKinney.
were you looking for me?
No.
I was gonna come see you tonight. Actually, to speak to your uncle.
Why?
Dolly, it's all right. I'm an honorable man, and I intend to do the honorable thing.
I'd prefer if you didn't.
Well, I insist.
Well, I insist that you do not.
I compromised you. I've ruined you.
And you? Are you ruined?
Oh, no, but I'm different. I'm a man.
What? Who says I'm ruined?
The good book.
Well, if the good book says I'm ruined, it says you're ruined too, because it doesn't see the difference between us.
Dolly, this may be too complicated a thought for a female to understand, but I'm not ruined and you are. So I intend to speak to your uncle about...
No. Kenny, look. If you speak to my uncle, he'll know, and he'll most assuredly make us get married.
So?
So, I don't wish to be married.
Well, that's not true. All girls wish to be married.
Well, not to just anybody. I want to marry someone who can take care of me. Not just me and a family.
I can take care of you. I've always intended on marrying a girl who saved herself for our wedding night. And the way I see it, I got a better shot at taking care of you than you do of saving yourself for our wedding night.
You contemptible. I wouldn't bet on it.
That one's feet are bigger.
Yes, but this one is an officer.
have you been?
Celebrating. Did he take the bait?
He did.
Well, at best, go collect our bounty.
Blast.
Sykes?
Yes.
Well, let's go. Can you walk?
Even if I can't, I will. Do not trouble yourself to stand, Corporal Sykes.
Monsieur Hawkeye.
Colonel Montand, you're looking well.
As are you. Your arrival was expected, but in the colors of King Louis. They suit you.
Ah, they're temporary.
Pity. When your friend swore to me she would deliver you not only alive, but in my own cell, I did not believe her.
Emma,
Nathaniel.
let me guess. Charles Sykes isn't your brother-in-law.
I knew his interrogator. I'm also not married, in case you were wondering.
Then I don't have to worry about your family business.
Any further concern would be unnecessary. As it happens, I've just become financially independent. If I manage it well for the rest of my life.
Well, congratulations.
No hard feelings.
Not yet.
Good luck to you, then. I'll think of you in my old age.
Bonjour, Monsieur Hawkeye. Tomorrow I will escort you personally to Montreal. And what remains of you at that time will be hanged.
It's good to see you.
We've met before. After you, highwayman, the great cannon.
Clear? Clear. Thanks for your help.
No problem.
Where were we?
Are you all right?
I'll make it. Can you walk?
I will. You did all this for me?
Well, to be truthful, no. Does that mean you don't want to come with us?
No, sir.
Let's get you into his uniform. You see that tall maple out there? You walk casually toward it, find yourself a good place to hide, and wait for us there.
Wait, you're not coming?
No, not yet. Go on. Well, meet you outside.
How did you get free?
It's the end of the plan. Almost.
What plan?
The plan where you give my friend Emma the 600-livre bounty, which we have to discuss.
Was this your idea or hers?
Oh, it was hers from the beginning. Now let's talk about what's going to happen to you if I ever hear about another bounty on my head.
Coming, sir.
Good. Here. You have the bounty?
Right here.
Good.
Well, well, well. Hello, Emma.
Nathaniel, I can explain.
Well, I'm sure you can, but I don't have time to listen to your tale now. Now, here are your choices. You can walk that way into the wilderness.
Walk? That's my horse.
Well, you're going to loan it to your brother-in-law, Charles. Or you can walk this way back to the French fort, where you'll find warmth, food, and money. However, Colonel Montand is under the impression that you tricked him out of all that money.
I earned that money.
He believes that we have been together in this from the beginning, and that you played him for a fool. Last time I spoke to him, he was quite upset. So I believe it would be more dangerous to head back that way than it would be to head this way. But that's your choice.
You mean to take the bounty?
My Delaware family will find something to do with it. No hard feelings, Emma? Good luck.
McKinney! McKinney! Come on. Hawkeye! Hawkeye, you, done with those there fellas?
Yes, thank you. Now, what happened to you?
Don't ask.
Girl did it.
We came to pick up some supplies for the Wolf Clan.
As we made up a list, it might save you some trouble unloading the wagon.
How many blankets?
Blankets. It doesn't say how many blankets. Let's just take all these blankets here. That's good. We need some axe heads and some axe handles and some fish spears. Oh, those look good. Let's take those. Let's take those. What's this?
Let's take it.
Okay. It's good. A crate of tea. That will work. And some shirts. We need shirts. Shirts.
With the ruffles.
Yes, with ruffles.
Where have you been the last 2 days?